So with 9 games left in a lost season, it brings the question, should the Pelicans shut Zion Williamson down for the year or let him play it out? So we're going to break that down, the pros and the cons of that right now in the Pelicans Scoop. Cue my music.
This is the Pelicans Scoop with Jordan Kitchens, breaking down everything under the sun about your New Orleans Pelicans. Smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to stay on top of your Pels content. Now, running point, here's Jordan.
What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of the Pelicans Scoop. I am your host with the most, Jordan Kitchens, and ladies and gentlemen, we are back again talking Zion Williamson. So go ahead, grab you a nice little popcorn, get your nice little drink. We ain't gonna drink just yet. It's early in the morning right now. No, don't put that down. Put it down, boy. Bad boy. Don't do that. Not right now. Say that for later. So, ladies and gentlemen, 9 games left in this Pelican season from hell, despair, agony, whatever you want to say, whatever adjective you want to use to describe this season from the Pelicans, go ahead and do that. But the best one to use has been nothing but pain and suffering. Okay. So at this point in the season, like I said, all is lost. You really have nothing left to prove. You really have nothing left to play for other than to secure a top 3 pick. And one of these games coming up is against the Charlotte Hornets on Sunday. And that game might be one of the nastiest tank jobs we see, because both teams are in the sweepstakes to land Cooper Flag. And both teams want Cooper. Well, I can say both teams want to be bad. Let's just say it like that. Maybe the Pelicans want to win a little bit more. The Hornets are god awful. But the Hornets also beat the Pelicans earlier this season. So let me shut up. But the main culprit of the video, the main course, the main dish of today's video is Zion Williamson. And it really brings the question at this point, and when you have lost so much this year, you don't want to lose the cash cow. Should the Pelicans sit Zion for the rest of the year? Maybe let him play 1 or 2 more games and that's it? Or is he going to play the next 9? I highly doubt he's going to play all 9 of these games. I think they'll probably will sit him. That's where I am. Okay, I think they should. I've been said they should have, but after Trey went down. But, that was just me being very reactionary and just me just yapping, basically. I was just so distraught how Trey literally tears his shoulder up in the first 30 seconds of a ball game. It's still crazy. Still insane. So where do you guys land on this subject? Do you guys think that the Pelicans should sit Zion down, or should they just let him play it out? Because he already missed a lot of games this year. It ain't like Zion played 60, 70 games like we thought he was, but he still came through at the, I guess say came through at the end like Zion came back and he saved us. But no, that's not the case at all. But at the same time, you're in a position where if he does go down like the rest of these guys, next year is a wash. Okay, so before we even get into that, let me just tell you guys the next 9 games for the Pelicans. So these are the next 9 games. So Friday at home, they play the Golden State Warriors. At home on Sunday, they play the Charlotte Hornets. That is going to be the tank of a lifetime. Then they come back next Wednesday, April 2nd, against the Clippers away against LA. So I guess that's their California road trip. So they play both the Lakers and the Clippers next week. That's an L. Then they come back at home against the Milwaukee Bucks. Damian Lillard's out for the season, so but still, that's Giannis. All right, you got to worry about Giannis. Then they go to Brooklyn away. Should be Brooklyn away again against Milwaukee, April 10th. Then you come back home, April 11th against the Miami Heat. And then at home for the last game of the season, April 13th on a Sunday against the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are probably going to smack you. They might bench their guys too, because they probably got the number 1 seed locked up. So they might bench their guys too for that game. But looking at this is kind of a gauntlet. It's kind of a gauntlet end of the season. I only see 2 cupcakes out of 9 games. The Hornets and the Nets, only 2 cupcakes out of 9 games. So would you guys keep playing Zion at this point with nothing to gain? You literally have nothing to gain. You really you're doing actually a disservice to yourself by winning. I would like to win one of these games, especially these home games. You like to win at your house and all that, but at the same time, that's kind of negatively affecting your draft stock, your draft position. So it's a slippery slope, but the most slippery part of the slope is Zion Williamson, because we're still in a position, we still live in a world where you can't trust Zion over the break. You can't trust him. Still, can't trust him over the offseason. Nobody knows what the hell Zion is going to do. Nobody. And I'm pretty sure these are conversations that the front office is having. Like, all right, because they're probably talking about it. Griff sitting there digging in his nose, probably up, probably lick his feet or something like that. Some little weird stuff Griff's probably doing. He's like, oh, yeah. He's probably having some type of weird meeting right now. Who knows what Griff is doing? But at the same time, like, Zion, he showed a lot of growth this year. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm gonna be objective as possible. I do understand in the past I've been hard on Zion, especially when he got suspended. But at the same time, he has redeemed himself a little bit, but it's not enough. Nowhere close to being enough. So, but we're still going into about to be year 7. Yes, guys, count on your fingers. We're about to be in year 7. In 2025, 2026, that is year 7 for Zion. And can you trust him? Can you? Can you really trust Zion over an extended period of time of not playing basketball, especially if you're gonna sit him down? Like, he showed this year that he wants to care about his body and do what and all that, but there's been plenty of times over the past where we've been in this endless cycle of him caring about his body. You think he's on the right path, boom, porn star. Cares about his body, think he's on the right path, boom, breaks his foot, and then he's nowhere to be seen and all that. Like, it's just so much. Cares about his body, comes back, gets hamstrings. Like, you just don't know. You just really don't know. And it's kind of, it hurts to say, but you can't even give Zion the benefit of doubt anymore. You really can't. You give him the benefit of doubt too many times in the past, and then sat there and came and smacked you in the face like, hey, my bad, So that's why I feel like it's a little conflicting, because you do want to, keep him as healthy as possible. But at this point, it's kind of like Zion is his own enemy. It's kind of his own enemy. Now, has he grown and got out of that mindset where he is his own enemy? He's self-destructing himself. He has nobody to blame but himself. Maybe not. But that is all up to what the franchise wants to do. All right, we can only sit here and speculate. And honestly, like I said, I'm in the majority of I would like to sit him down, maybe let him play maybe 1 or 2 more games. But other than that, sit him down. There's nothing to gain from Zion playing. And Zion gives you your best chance at winning. So let's just shut him down, okay? Stop playing CJ McCollum 35 minutes. You already know. Antonio Reeves, like Carlo. These are the guys, Jordan Hawkins. Like, this is more important to these guys. I don't know what happened to Brandon Boston Jr. Can somebody please let me know what happened to Brandon Boston Jr.? How bad is his eight? Like, I don't know where he is anymore. But, for these young guys to see what they can contribute. I mean, Keon Brooks at this point. Shout out Keon Brooks. See what they can contribute. What Zion can give. But at the same time, you don't trust him. Is Zion gonna come back next year in shape, ready to go? Hamstrings ready, like fully prepared. Not missing game 1 last year, illness. Comes back, plays 1 or 2 more games, now his hamstrings are dead. So, like, we just have to see how it plays out. I would love to trust Zion, but I just been burned in the past, man. It's like a toxic relationship. Like I said, it's like, you love this girl, but this girl just shows you time and time again you can't trust her. You can't trust this girl. That's like we're in a toxic relationship with Zion Williamson. I promise you, it's on the outside looking in, you're like, oh man, get Zion out of New Orleans and get him on a playoff team. He's gonna be the best. But it's like, brother, this man has been burning himself in the foot the whole time. It's not like the Pelicans have been inept, but Zion has also done a lot of things to make it not even better. Like, he has not helped the situation much. And granted, you got David Griffin and Willie Green, so we ain't helping him much either. But it ain't like he brought his A game to the ballpark either. So you're in a toxic relationship with him. You're like, man, we love you, Zion. We need you. You complete me, baby. You do all this, and then she's just like, oh yeah, she's telling you all the right things and doing all this, and then you sit there, you look stupid. You just look stupid. You look stupid. You're putting all your trust in her. You're putting all your trust in him, and what they do, they burn you. So I don't know. Man. I just the fact I'm even discussing this, like the fact that this season has gone so arrayed, and I'm sitting here having a discussion about if the Pelicans do sit Zion, are they going to be able to trust him that he's going to do everything in his power to stay in shape, keep working at his game, and going to next season at his fully best, locked in, all that? Because we didn't sit there and had times and time again where he hasn't. So I don't know, man. Y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know, what would y'all do if y'all was in a position right now? Would you bench? I ain't gonna say bench him, but like 9 games left. I told you the 9. Let him go. I said not let him go, but like, let him sit, let him rest. We don't want you to get hurt. We don't need another Trey Murphy incident happen. We don't need none of that. Or would y'all just let him play it out? Like I said, you only played 30 games this year, 30, 31, 32 games this year. So let him play it out, and we'll see. So y'all let me know down in the comments, man. It's been your boy Jordan Kitchens, and I'm signing out. Peace.